Hey guys, Shark here from Surge, and this video is going to be an update about the website and our channel, and also a computer build review. What you see on the screen is some gameplay of Assassin's Creed 3, and it's basically me just messing around on the frontier while I do this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is updates about our website and stuff. So both Sean and I have been very busy lately, and we just don't have time to keep updating the website. So we're not sure about what's going to be posted on the website. If you go look at any of the news pages, you'll see they're horribly out of date. But we will keep posting the occasional review and also video on our channel. So keep a lookout for that if you're visiting our website. We will keep updating it, but probably not the news feature. Can't say for sure right now. Most video series will be put on hold, especially the bully gameplay series. I might just cancel that because I'm having a lot of software issues. I was also having a lot of hardware issues, of course, and that is the topic of the next part of this video, which is a review of my new PC build. So I recently built a custom PC, and I'll be doing a review in this video of the parts and their performance. This build fit into a budget of $800, and it's working pretty well, so here it is. So the motherboard I chose for this build was an MSI Z87 G41 PC Mate, and it has the Intel Z87 chipset, which is compatible with the new 4th generation Haswell Intel Core CPUs. And so the processor I got was an i5 4670K, K meaning it's overclockable, of course. So this CPU is doing great. Video editing has been very easy. It's rendering really fast, and gaming is also pretty fast with this processor. One thing to keep in mind about this i5 is that it is Haswell, so it uses the new LGA 1150 socket and is not backwards compatible with Ivy Bridge or Sandy Bridge. So if you want to upgrade any of those, you're going to have to get a new motherboard. The motherboard for its price has been really good. It has one PCI Express 3.0 expansion slot and one PCI Express 2.0 expansion slot, which are both X16 slots. It's AMD Crossfire compatible and optimized for AMD Radeon cards, and it also has a few more smaller PCIe slots. It comes with 4 USB 2.0 slots at the back, with up to 6 more for expansion, I believe, and it has 2 USB 3.0 slots, and 2 more can be expanded from the case itself. It also has 6 SATA 3 connectors. That's SATA 6 gigabit per second, which allows you to connect some pretty fast hard drives to it. One major complaint I have with this motherboard is that the place where you connect your USB 3 expansion from your case is so close to the 24-pin power connector that it's physically impossible to get them both inside. So now there's no way I can use the extra 2 USB 3.0 ports on my case because of the flaw in this motherboard design. Otherwise, this motherboard is great. I definitely recommend it for a budget build. I got these two particular parts, the CPU and the motherboard, in a bundle from Micro Center, and it was heavily cut price. The RAM I got was 8 GB of Corsair Vengance DDR3 RAM, put in dual channel mode, clocked at 1600 MHz. The voltage was 1.5 because if you get a Haswell processor, it's optimized for RAM that's 1.5 volts or below. So far it's running really well. It hasn't given any problems. It's made the computer pretty fast. And it has a pretty awesome looking heat spreader on top. It's like a shiny red heatsink that looks really cool inside the case. The video card I got was a Sapphire Radeon HD 7870 factory overclocked edition with a dual fan cooling system. This card features a good boost in performance from the original 7870, which is about 900 MHz, and the original gigahertz edition, which is 1002 MHz. This card I got is factory overclocked to 1050 MHz. The GPU comes with 2 GB of GDDR5 RAM, which is useful in like multi-monitor setups or very high resolution gaming. and it does pretty well for a low to mid-end graphics card. It has a power saving feature which tops out every game at 60 frames per second, so with it on, even if it can go above, it doesn't. With it off, I've tried a few games. It goes at about 200 to 500, anywhere between 200 to 500 FPS on Minecraft, depending on the settings. On Far Cry 3, it goes at about 40 to 60 FPS, and on Assassin's Creed, it goes about 70 FPS. Both of the games with the settings maxed out except for the anisotropic filtering. The frames really don't drop much when recording. And I'd say this card is a really good buy because it has a really good price to performance ratio, and when you start upgrading from here, you don't get as much more performance as the money you have to pay to get like a GTX 770 or a GTX 780. For storage, instead of getting a solid state drive to save money, I got a 1TB Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive. It runs at 7200 RPM with SATA 3, and it's fast enough for my needs, so I'd say it's pretty good. For optical drive, I just got this random cheap ASUS one off of Amazon. It was really only for installing the operating system and I guess some drivers. It can read and write single and dual layer DVDs, but it cannot read or write Blu-ray. The power supply I chose was a Corsair CX600M, modular for easier cable management, and the 600 watts was good enough for the hardware I had, plus any future upgrades I might want to do. Finally, all that hardware went into an Antec GX700 rugged themed case. It's a pretty good case for the price. It's a large mid-tower case, so it's not too large, but it is roomy enough to build in. It supports graphics cards up to 290mm long, I think, and it was definitely good enough. It has 4 external drive bays and 5 internal hard drive bays. It has 2 USB 3 ports, 2 USB 2 ports, and a headphone and microphone jack. The best thing about it was, at a price of about $40, it also came with 3 included 140mm case fans that are really quiet, as well as a fan speed controller right on the case, which was really good. Not to mention, it also has open slots for 1 side fan and 2 front fans for extra cooling. So that's my entire PC build. It fit within an $800 budget. Of course, that's not including peripherals like a monitor, keyboard, or a mouse. I may post benchmarks for this computer on Surge. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit surge.weebly.com for a bunch of user-made reviews. If you have a review you'd like to submit, then send it to mail2surge@gmail.com. All the links will be in the description. Thanks for watching.